you for sure get tired of losing to this team for sure, because you see them doing all this and winning Super Bowls and stuff like that in our division. That you got to kind of take that personally, regardless if we beat them or not in the past year. So I feel like if we want to take that next step, this is the team that you got to take that next step against.
Coming off back-to-back wins, the Broncos return home this Sunday to face the defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the team that I consider to be Denver's biggest rival. Your stat to watch: the Broncos have produced a 100-yard wideout and a 100-yard rusher in back-to-back games for just the 5th time since 1997. Tim Patrick with Melvin Gordon versus the Jets, and then last week, Tim Patrick with Philip Lindsay.
My first year, I played a little bit at the end of the year. I got hurt last year, came back off IR, did good. I think it just slowly built my confidence year in and year out, where I'm at this point where I truly believe that I'm a number one receiver.
Touchdowns, not field goals. When it comes to this weekend's game against the Kansas City Chiefs, it's that simple. Now, the Broncos defense can do their best to slow down Patrick Mahomes, but the simple truth is that you're going to have to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs, who are scoring almost 30 points per game. The Broncos all offseason built a team that could compete with the Chiefs. They added Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler, Melvin Gordon, and all 3 of those players seem on track to play this weekend as KJ Hamler continued to practice this week. Now, the Broncos will need to use that speed to keep up with the Chiefs, to score touchdowns, and ultimately get their first win in 10 tries against Kansas City. If they can do that, Drew Lock can play Darth Vader against his hometown team.
And for the key matchup to watch, Travis Kelce versus Justin Simmons. Now, Kelce has had some really big games against the Broncos in their last meeting. You guys remember it. It was that really snowy game at Arrowhead. Travis Kelce had 11 receptions for 142 yards. And I hate to say it, but this weekend is looking like another matchup in the snow. But in regards to Kelce, Justin might be the answer this week. It'll be a tough challenge, as going up against Kelce is hard enough as it is. But Justin Simmons is also going to have to worry about Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman's speed as well. Not to mention that Travis Kelce is a huge threat in the red zone, so the Broncos secondary is really going to have to find a way to limit his targets.
The final word: the Broncos have obviously lost 9 consecutive games to the Chiefs, and I don't need to tell you how big a win on Sunday would be, but not just to get to 3-3 on the season, but to mentally get over the hump. Know that you can beat these guys, and to show the rest of the NFL world that last Sunday's win against the Patriots was not a fluke. Now let's take a look at the injury report. The Broncos might be getting the healthiest they've been in a long time, getting back some offensive weapons just in time for a matchup that was circled when the schedule was released.
It is cool, I'll say that. It is cool to be able to, kind of put the Darth Vader mask on and steer away from Jedi and come to the dark side, so to say, over here in Denver. It's kind of like playing that guy. Hopefully I can be that guy and get a win this Sunday and start the rivalry.